bat. It seemed like you found balls to hit today.
You know, their pitcher yesterday, he did a great job. You know, sometimes you just got to tip your hat. He made good pitches last night. The starter today, he was really good too. Really just wanted to make that adjustment after chasing those pitches. Just you know, do what I do, just let the ball get deep and make something happen for the team.
How does it feel to get your first career hits, that 2-run single that really was the difference in the ball game?
It felt good. You know, I just want to do whatever I could to help the team get a win today.
I saw you caught your hands a few times at first, talked to Chico at the first pitch. What was going through your mind at that point? Was it a sense of relief? I mean, what were you thinking?
I was just excited. You know, I try not to get too down on the first few at-bats. I mean, I understand it's a long year, but I was definitely excited to help the team there.
What did you hit for the RBI?
It was a changeup.
Were you looking?
I was just looking for something to just let the ball travel. It didn't really matter to me.
How's the leadoff spot work for you, Jay?
You know, it differs on the pitcher, really. You know, some days I like to really work it down, see what I can do. But, you know, if there's strike throwers like some of these guys are, you know, I'm trying to maybe be a little more aggressive. So.
I think 4 strikeouts in the first 5 at-bats. When you got that single, was it a sense of relief?
It kind of was. You know, I try not to think about the other at-bats. You know, I just try to just flush them. You know, they're over. There's nothing you can do about it. They're not going to change. So I was just, you know, just glad to help the team, really.
Well, the first week of the season, y'all already have a rubber game to play.
You know, they always tell us Sundays are about toughness, so, you know, I feel like that's the only way we can do it.
You okay as a new player, you know, with that leadoff role, kind of setting the tone for this offense?
It's
kind of getting everybody going?
Yes, sir, it's fine. You know, I've always batted leadoff through the years, so it's fine.
I think 9 hits, 10 walks, 2 hit-by pitches. What was the mindset you guys going up to the plate today?
We wanted to put pressure on them. You know, yesterday we had obviously a lot of strikeouts, a lot of fly ball outs. You know, we talked about it pre-game, but we want to put pressure on them to make plays. So it's like we did that today.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.
All right, thank you.
All right, the bearded wonder, Trevor Fitz.
Is that what you expected out of yourself in your first start?
I was just trying to get in there and pound the zone, let my defense work for me. I saw Woody and Ross kind of taught me a lot yesterday, just pound the zone. They got really good hitters. I played with Aaron Attaway and Cody Jones this summer, so it was kind of cool to face them, but I just felt like our defense played really well.
I talked to Bush last night. He said that he thought you'd be really effective against left-handers.
Yeah, we've been working on it a lot. That was part of one of my problems last year. We've been working on that a lot, just different pitches that I can throw to them, and my catchers have been putting in hard work for me.
How did you feel throwing? It seemed like you get fastballing for early strikes today. You had confidence throwing it finally. Did that kind of get you kind of comfortable?
Yeah, it was. I was just, like I said, trying to pound the zone. I knew the umpires would help me out a lot, and my catchers were. Gavin was great tonight, I felt like, and just trying to get in there early with the fastball, establish that this season.
How easy to just do that when you know you got a defense you can trust behind you?
It's great. Like, our outfielders are so fast, and Britton's got a cannon. He made a couple plays out there for me, and Pirtle's solid, and Wes is awesome, and Detz is obviously great as well.
You didn't really need him though with all those strikeouts. I mean, what was working for you tonight with all those Ks?
Breaking balls. It was good, and then whenever they got on the breaking ball, I just started pumping the fastball. I tribute to Gavin for calling pitches. He hadn't even called me all spring except for one bullpen. He just comes out there and does a great job.
How were you feeling in the later innings? Obviously a career high innings for you. What were you feeling out there?
Didn't really feel anything. I told Coach Thompson I don't like to know my pitch count, because then when you know your pitch count, your arm starts feeling it. So at the end, he told me I was like 98 or something. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can kind of feel that now. So
was this kind of different for you in a sense that you got in a little bit of trouble and they knew they were going to stay with you for a little bit longer, and you kind of had a different mentality?
Yeah, well, I guess it was a little different. I was just trying to make pitches out there. That's all I was focused on.
So it's better off that you just not know how many pitches you've thrown.
Exactly. Because, like, one time this summer I threw like 140 pitches, and they were like, how are you feeling? I was like, good. And they're like, all right, you're at 140. I was like, okay, I'm coming out of the game.
Good job.
Thanks, Trevor.
Thanks, Trevor. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Wes Ray.
I got a lot of timely hitting today, it looked like.
Yeah, and you know, that's when you see clubs like us, you know, we got guys that run, get on base, and then timely hitting got to play a factor for you to win ball games. And we did that down the stretch last year, and when we start to do that, you know, it's going to get rolling good for us.
How big was when Cody's drive went off the glove like that, and it seemed to kickstart some things?
Yeah, that's big. I mean, and we had some balls like that last night that were, you know, they made great plays on if that ball falls, and last night's a different game. So, of course, the game of baseball, you got to have some things roll your way. But, yeah, that got us going a little bit tonight.
Did you want to get more aggressive early in the count? It seemed like, you know, the guys up top of the lineup were doing some things, bunting and kind of swinging early.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the kind of game plan you go to after, you know, a night like last night. And, you know, it's a little different. You know, you're seeing different guys for the first time in, you know, 8 months. So it takes some getting used to, getting the strike zone used to. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Some of them umpires are probably a little rusty just like us. But yeah, so it just takes a lot of getting used to. But that was definitely our plan going into today.
From your vantage point, what was it like watching Trevor go out there and work?
Yeah, it's awesome. When that guy's got his slider going, you know, he's going good. So he had that working for him tonight, and the plan was just, you know, this team's going to hurt you when you give them free bases, and we didn't allow that tonight, and that's resulted in a win for us.
Any reason, I think 4 Ks for you all looking, is that any reason for the looking strikeouts, or?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I'm you know, trying to be selective, you know, and I know I'm seeing a lot of sliders, and those guys are just, you know, hanging a lot of pitches that usually break out of the zone, and you know, you just got to adjust to that with a different team that's going to have different breaking pitches that you're used to seeing. You know, I'm used to seeing, you know, like for example, Trevor Fitz' slider starting out at my hip and then ended up out of the zone, and those guys' slider just kind of hanging up a little bit, and it just takes a little getting used to.
I think, again, 8th inning on your 4th at bat, you get a single just like yesterday. Is that, once you, like you said, just kind of getting adjusted to the pitchers and the pitches you're seeing?
Yeah, right. That was a new guy, but, you know, same sequence. So, yeah, it takes a little getting used to. See it a few times, seeing different arms a few times, and, you know, just try to get rolling with that.
How does it feel just for y'all to get back into the win column?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, you know, you get that one on the board, and hopefully you get things rolling. So that's what we look forward to.
You and Holder have the wheel play working now finally this year.
Yeah, he got a new glove. So that helped a little bit.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Wes.
guys, thank you.
Looked like you and Larry Short were going to have some words at one point last night.
Might want to